Welcome to another edition of Solid Talk. Solid Talk episode number 8. Today, we got a lot of things to talk about. Solid Talk, we talk about politics a little bit, union, new changes, new laws, new regulations, things that affect us as the blue collar working class, what's going on. Now, topics we'll be talking today will be Starbucks strike, still ongoing. We'll be talking about the Amazon ongoing nationwide action to organize. Amazon is organizing. They're joining with the Teamsters. They're interested in joining with the Brotherhood. So, they're fighting to get proper representation. They're fighting to get a seat at the table. Also, we got news from the NLRB, and we'll discuss what deals got done. Well, I'm your host, Gonzo G. And I appreciate you guys for supporting me. And I appreciate you guys for checking in on me every week. We have, if you can, subscribe on YouTube. Please subscribe and hit the bell so that way you get notifications when we get the new videos out. And also, if you want to talk about something, you can subscribe and send me a message. We could talk about anything on here. Also, we're on Spotify. Make sure you check us out on Spotify. If you watch this video on Instagram or Facebook, please give us a like, give us a subscription, subscribe, or add us as a friend, follow us, and let's get the show on the road. So topic number 1 today is Starbucks. Starbucks. They got a lot of things going on at Starbucks right now. They got a strike that's going on with their baristas. The baristas are wanting their first contract. They've organized. They're all over the country, from Chicago to LA to New York, Boston, down to Texas, probably Arizona. And I know there's a lot of states that they're going union, and it's a hard job. You have a lot of customers, hitting you up quick. So Starbucks is trying to not give these people what they're due, and obviously they want a fair deal. Now, what does a fair deal look like? It's up to the members to decide. If the members of Starbucks Baristas Union, I'm at the SBW United this week, and trust me when I tell you this, these people are ready for a fight. They're ready for a fight. They're ready to get a contract. They want to get back to work, but you need to give them a deal. These are the same people that were working during the pandemic. These are the same people that they risk getting sick while working. It's time to give them a contract. So obviously, this is a movement that's grown pretty big. I have a couple of interviews that I will post right now, and these are great interviews. You guys will get a chance to see what these interviews are, and you will be impressed by what these baristas are
Workers
talking
United over on the Wilshire side over here. SAG is out here as well. UFCW and a couple other unions, SCIU. I'm right here with a partner from Starbucks. And tell me something about yourself. What's your name, first of all?
My name is Arvon, and I'm from the Starbucks in Long Beach, California, on 7th and Redondo.
All right, cool. So these guys have been on strike. What's the biggest problem right now? Why is Starbucks not helping you guys, give you guys a good deal?
So the main problem from the side of Starbucks is greed. And the problems in which we are fighting to get reconciled is fair pay, take-home pay, resolution of unfair labor practice, and honestly, those are the big two.
I know how hard you work. I used to deliver Starbucks before, and I know what you guys go through, especially right now. This is the prime time. This is when they make the bread and butter, right? So obviously, this guy's making big money, about 96 million last year.
First 4 months.
First 4 months, okay. The original people that ran this company, they built it little by little. This guy's trying to get there today with the big check. So how many stores in California are on strike today that you know of?
So over 100 so far. We're also over across, I believe, 80 cities. If I recall, we were a part of the first wave that went out, but we've been growing steadily, 39 days in deep currently as the ball rolls on.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm a Teamster myself, and I know what you guys are going through. I support you on that. And you know, it sucks because you want to get this done before the holidays, but it's not gonna happen because he doesn't care. He has so many stores that even if 20 of you shut down, he'll be like, I don't care. But the way that we can help them is don't buy your coffee with them. Do not buy your coffee with them. Don't go to Coffee Bean Meter because I think he owns that shit too. And Peeps Coffee, he owns that crap too. So if you can, buy your coffee at a mom and pop shop, support small business, or go to one of these other places like McDonald's. You know, they get union deliveries. So what message do you want to share with the public right now for your support?
Yeah, so Gonzo brought up a really pertinent point about how Brian Nickel came in 4 months, $96 million. He did not build this company for the ground, which means he does not have the stake within it to actually support the workers' rights that we're fighting for. Otherwise, he will want to see us succeed as much as he would the company. But the company is not his own. Starbucks really likes to minimize the scope of this movement. But you see the support that we had today with SAG-AFTRA, wonderful people. And we're a vocal minority and we're powerful. And if you guys are with us in allegiance and take your business elsewhere during this time, then we can really help to mobilize and expedite this process and get fair take-home pay and all of the things that we're fighting for.
Well, right now, every barista across the nation, we feel your pain. You're not alone. Every other union out there, tell your wives, take that coffee by somewhere else. Because, you know, our wives love this coffee. But I'll tell you right now, it's just as good at the Circle K. You put a little bit of extra sweetener in it, you know? But let's sweeten the pie for the baristas. Let's support them. If they have any GoFundMe's up or any places where we could donate so they could get some stuff. Because it's a long walk out here. It's hot. Sometimes it could be cold in the middle of the country. You're in snow. And you know what? Support the baristas. Because if you were on strike, you will want support as well. I want to thank you so much for your time. And the Teamsters are with you. I know for a fact that if you guys ever need us to come out here deep, we will. And I speak on my own, but I speak for every other Teamster in SoCal. Solidarity is everything. And if you don't got it, you're missing the whole picture. Thank you so much. Gonzo out here on the Wilshire side, west side of LA, and we're supporting the baristas on strike. I'm with
Christy Gummeljack.
She's been part of the union how long now?
Well, I've been a barista for 5.5 years, and my store is the Downtown Disney Starbucks store. We've been unionized for approximately 3 years, and this year's the first year we went out on strike. We went out on November 8th, 5 days before the rest of the country, so my store officially has the longest strike in Starbucks history.
That's a really busy store because all the foot traffic, all the mom and dads dropping thousands of dollars at Disney, and then you want to go in there and get a coffee and you drop 15 more bucks. Now, you guys are on strike. You guys are demanding a contract. Is this your first contract?
Yes, this will be our first contract. We've been trying to get one from Starbucks for about 4 years now, and we already have 30 tentative agreements. And last December, Starbucks walked away from the table. So we really just need one more piece to lock it down, and that's the financial bit. It would take less than a day's worth of sales to finalize our contract. We're looking for better pay, better hours, and an end to the union busting and the unfair labor practices.
Well, the union busting is a plus. When you get companies that have that little hair on their ass, that they want to just break every piece of the can. But the more you guys stick together, the harder it will be. The public has to help.
Yes.
Because it's not just you guys, it's the public. We got to stop buying their coffee for at least a bit till they give them the contract. Once they say, hey, they gave us a contract, then we'll buy as much as you want. Now, the baristas right now, what's the momentum? How do you guys feel? How's the mood right now?
Ooh, I think we're feeling really energized. It seems like every few days we're having another store join us in the strike. We have another union offering support. Today it was wonderful to see the SAG-AFTRA union come out and support us. Their president, Sean Astin, gave us a great rallying speech, and it just feels like we have a lot of momentum. I think all these other unions are recognizing that a win for us is a win for workers' rights everywhere. So we do have a lot of support. For every barista going out on strike, there are dozens more allies that are going to nocontractnocoffee.org, and they're signing our pledge to not buy Starbucks, not even gift cards for the holiday season. Just avoid Starbucks until we get our contract. And then I promise you, the coffee will taste so much better.
So remember, everybody's nieces out there, you're not getting Starbucks gift cards this year. You're going to get something else, maybe Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or something else. But right now, the mood is good. A lot of the unions are recognizing that you guys are coming. We have to. The Teamsters in 1903 were formed, and we needed support. I'm pretty sure we didn't have it. You know, the longshoremen, the IBW, everybody has their story where they started. This is yours. This is where you guys start and start the fight. It's the holidays 2025. I know it doesn't look like we're in winter here in Southern California. In some places it's snowing, not here. But make sure you support these baristas, stand with them. Downtown Disney, they're on strike. As a lot of these stores are as well. But just imagine this: every store is on strike. Buy somewhere else. Support these baristas. Now, do you guys have anywhere where people could send you guys donations for you guys' strike effort?
Yes, we are on GoFundMe. It's help the downtown Disney striking baristas. This is actually our little sign. This is Eleanor. Eleanor
Nice.
is a little barista, they call them.
Nice.
And barista has been picketing with us at all of our rallies. And we made this cute little sign. It has a QR code.
Nice.
And this is our GoFundMe. You know, we have so many workers that live paycheck to paycheck. And they are really putting their lives on the line here to fight for this contract. They know that this is it. This is our opportunity. And so this GoFundMe is going to really help us keep the picket strong. You know, we're asking people not to cross our picket line. And a lot of union members really respect that. They don't cross. And so to keep that picket going strong, we're using this GoFundMe to help our baristas live. I mean, it's the holidays. It's a hard time to be on strike, but this is the time to make the impact. It's right now.
So Teamsters, IBW, UFCW, if you hear this, please, guys, chip in what you can. 25, 30, 40 bucks. Chip into their cause. Anything helps. Trust me, if you don't got it, walk the line with them 10 minutes. That's just as good as money. Okay, show them support. Let's get through this fight together. And baristas will get a contract. This CEO will either A, get fired for costing them so much money, or B, he's going to have to pay up. So let's make sure these people get their contract. Okay, thank you so much for your help.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate
And
it.
I'm still an amateur interviewer, so please bear with me, okay?
You did amazing.
Now the baristas are fighting for fair representation. They're fighting for fair wages that are decent to keep up with inflation. Inflation is out of control. No matter where you live, no matter where you work, everybody's feeling inflation. Everybody's feeling inflation. Inflation is out of control. Even as a truck driver, you get to feel it. It's not what it used to be. It's a lot different now than what it was 6 years ago. Inflation has gotten out of control. Blame it on whoever you want to blame it. Doesn't matter. It's going to affect everybody, no matter where you work at. But obviously, our people got to prepare. You know, if you're a union, you got to, stick together when your contract comes up. Solidarity is what makes everything work. Stand together. Don't let the company get away with giving you, subpar wages. The language is just as important as the wages. Your benefits, your medical, your retirement, all that package is included. You got to look at your contract as a full apple. It's not just a piece of it, it's the whole apple that matters. The baristas want just a fair shake. That's all they want. They're not asking for millions, they're not asking for billions. They're asking for you to come to the table. Their CEO made $96 million last year. And I think it was in 4 months of him being hired, he made that much. These baristas, they're not asking for nothing like that. They're asking for just a piece of the pie. So, we got some interviews I'm going to play.
Okay, we're going to interview some supporting people right here from the SCIU. ¿Cómo se llama usted?
Mi nombre es Laura Pozos.
¿Y usted?
Herminia Cruz.
Las baristas, ¿verdad?
Sí, nosotros venimos aquí a apoyar a los baristas porque les den un contrato justo para los trabajadores. Luchando por contratos justos y por que les respeten sus derechos a todos los baristas y todos los trabajadores.
¿Y usted en el trabajo cómo le ha gustado la unión? ¿Le ha ayudado mucho?
Sí, me ha ayudado mucho. Gracias a él. Gracias a la unión, sé defenderme y sé mis derechos.
Tener derechos y representaciones es todo. En este país, si no tienes eso, está duro. Yo he trabajado trabajos que no son unión y son difíciles, Son los baristas. Ojalá en poco tiempo se les dé su contrato porque se lo merecen. Como cobran el café, you know, se lo merecen. Muchas gracias, señoritas, por su ayuda. Tengan buen día. ¿Quieren mandar un saludo?
No, pues muchas gracias y que ojalá y que todas las personas que se están uniendo a esta lucha aprendan de sus derechos y también para que sigan apoyando a los de Starbucks para que se les dé su contrato justo.
It's time to give them a contract. So obviously, this is a movement that's grown pretty big. I have a couple of interviews that I will post right now, and these are great, great, great interviews. You guys will get a chance to see what these interviews are, um, and you will be impressed by what these baristas are talking about. Now, the baristas are fighting for fair representation. They're fighting for fair wages that are decent to keep up with inflation. Inflation is out of control. No matter where you live, no matter where you work, everybody's feeling inflation. Everybody's feeling inflation. Inflation is out of control. Even as a truck driver, you get to feel it. It's not what it used to be. It's a lot different now than what it was 6 years ago. Inflation has gotten out of control. Um, blame it on whoever you want to blame it. Doesn't matter. It's going to affect everybody, no matter where you work at. But obviously, our people got to prepare. You know, if you're a union, you got to, stick together when your contract comes up. Solidarity is what makes everything work. Stand together. Don't let the company get away with giving you, subpar wages. You know, the language is just as important as the wages. Your benefits, your medical, your retirement, all that package is included. You know, you got to look at your contract as a full apple. It's not just a piece of it; it's the whole apple that matters. The baristas want just a fair shake. That's all they want. They're not asking for millions. They're not asking for billions. They're asking for you to come to the table. Their CEO made $96 million last year, and I think it was in 4 months of him being hired. He made that much. These baristas, they're not asking for nothing like that. They're asking for just a piece of the pie. So, we got some interviews I'm going to play right now, and just want that. They want their first shake of the table. That's all. Another thing, if you do want to support them, they're on all strike lines. You'll see them at Downtown Disney. You'll see them in other stores. If you see them on strike, walk the line with them if you can. I know that they have a couple of GoFundMe's going on to fund their endeavors while they're on their strike. These are people that work 2-3 jobs, 2-3 jobs. And if it wasn't for that, they probably wouldn't make it. So remember that. Keep that in mind. It's not just greedy baristas. It's human beings that are just trying to survive. A lot of mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, nieces, grandchildren working in these Starbuckses. Now, the ones that are union and the ones that are not union, if all of them were union, this thing would have been done already because they would have all been on strike together. There's some that are not union, but a lot of them are joining union as time goes on. So let's make sure that we support them all as if they were all union. Moving on to topic number 2, Amazon. So Amazon and the Teamsters have a countrywide organizing effort going on right now in action. And yesterday the Riverside facility, they went out, they walked out on lunch, and they declared they're going to go union. Now, what happens now is that all the members in there still have to sign the letter of commitment to join a union. And then with all that, they take it to the company and say, hey, we got the majority. They're joining the union. Well, I have an interview that I recorded last night, and I'm going to play it for you right now.
Well, we're all here standing in Riverside because there's a strike going on. Now, with me today is a member, a representative of 1932. Tell us what's going on here.
Today, the night shift workers walked off the job in the middle of their shift, right? A big group of them took to the break room and walked out to let management know there's a union effort here. We're building a union. And then the day shift followed suit, walking out during their lunch. The workers here are organizing for better pay, safe working conditions, and job security so they can build a good life for themselves.
Who doesn't want that? Protection, good pay, and a good life for your family. Now, how many members work in this facility?
There's about somewhere between 600 and 700 workers in this facility.
So this is an ongoing effort. It's happening all over the country. You know, people want to join with the union. They're picking the Teamsters, right? It's, you know, we got probably the better shield, maybe. Who knows? But I will say this: you guys are really busy. So tell me right here, what's the best outcome we're hoping for?
We're hoping to sign. We're hoping to build a big, strong union, right, that can fight and win on the shop floor today, right? We know Amazon has been dragging their feet, right, stalling and ignoring the labor board across the country. But we know that workers here, they have power on the shop floor. When they come together and they're willing to act, when they're willing to shut down production like they did today, they can get concessions from management. So we're hoping to see changes on the shop floor this week.
So obviously they also have the biggest rush with the holidays. They got crazy hours, crazy stops, not even time to probably go to the restroom. But we're hoping to repair all that and get this shit right, right?
That's right, and we're actually organizing the inside workers here, right? Okay. That's been our main focus is the warehouse workers, but they face all the same problems the drivers face. They have high rates of injury, higher than almost all the other warehouses around here, right? The pay is low and the job is insecure, right? You could be here today, gone tomorrow at the whim of the company.
Well, that's all it is. Corporate greed. They just want to cut corners, and your safety is for sure on one of the cutting blocks. So, 1932. You guys are out of what city and what area?
San Bernardino, California.
You guys are very large. You guys are very large. I see you on every bus, every billboard. Now, for any member that works in there that hasn't decided to sign on or whatever, what message do you have for them?
That the union, when we come together, we can win a better life, right? These guys, these companies like Amazon, they think they have all the power. They think they can do anything, really, right? They think they can get away with driving the standards of living here in the IE down for decades, right? I mean, this used to be a place where you could come get a warehouse job and raise a family, right? My parents did this, and Amazon has made that not the case anymore, right? So I know that if warehouse workers in the IE come together, we can win a better life.
You know, they call this area Funtucky, no man's land, you name it, but it's not the same. It's very expensive now. Maybe 14 years ago, you could get a house for 150K. Now you're looking at 4 to 5 to 600,000. And if these guys are trying to pay peanuts, they're stupid. Now, for any member that hasn't joined up, you got to join up with the Teamsters. You got to contact 1932. Their offices are in San Bernardino. Any other people are available to help you. And if you got free time, walk by here, join the strike line. Strike line. Or if you can, I know a lot of you won't, don't buy nothing from Amazon until this thing is wrapped up, because that's the way you support these people to get this win. Solid talk. Thank you so much.
Now, what you're going to see is that Amazon is another one of these billionaires that makes a lot of money from our business, from union members that buy stuff on their website, from everybody, everyday folks that is just finding the best product. Okay, that's fine. We buy your stuff because it's reliable and we get it when we need it. But we also want you to pay your people right. Okay. We know that the people that list their product on there are not the same people that make all the payments. It's just greed because you have a service that you have a iron hand on, and nobody can compete with you. So you got to make it fair for your employees. Okay, your employees are the ones that do all the work, from the delivery driver to the person loading the truck. These guys are getting paid under $30 for doing the same work as UPS. Is that fair? You get injured, you get sick, they could fire you. Amazon employees have said this. There have been people that have been fired. Okay. You understand something? When you and your coworkers join together to become a union, you're not doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for everybody together, all at once. Okay. You guys become union. You guys will get contract language that helps you guide your day to day at work. You get promised wages, not let's see how we did and let's see how you go. No, promise on paper wages for the duration of your contract. You guys will get fair representation. You will get above and beyond on your medical based on whatever you guys come to terms with the company. Amazon seems to want to label everything as a contractor. Okay. Well, who did they learn that from? They learned that from contacting FedEx Ground, I'm pretty sure, because they label everybody a subcontractor. I mean, all these carriers that showed them, hey, look, this is how we deliver your stuff. Well, all they did was copy it, and now they have their own fleet because they copied it. Okay, so it's no private information. It's public information that Amazon has copied the partners that they used, and now they're just using their methods. And even the bad ones, even the bad methods, the contractor titles and stuff. Okay, that's fine. But now it's time for your members to have a chance to unionize. This is America. They have the right to unionize. They have a right to join a union. They have the right to be in the union. And for you members that work there, don't be afraid. You could join a union. You have rights. Now, this happened yesterday in Riverside. Now, also yesterday up in San Francisco, they were on the steps of the city hall, Joint Council 7, all the locals in Joint Council 7. I believe it was Local 350, Local 2010, Local 856, Local 853, 439. All the locals up there that I forgot, I'm sorry, but they're all organizing Amazon. Amazon is a very large employer in California and actually nationwide. You know, in some parts of California, like in the Inland Empire, they shouldn't even call it the Inland Empire. They should just call it the Amazon Empire because in every damn corner a new building goes up, majority of the time it's an Amazon warehouse. These guys have so many warehouses. They label them these weird names, okay? And it's like, okay, but take care of your people. You know, you're a large employer. You could afford to take care of your people. It's not like they're not delivering on their work. They're doing excellent work. Packages are getting delivered on time. Everybody that's buying on there, it's getting their packages delivered on time. So let's do what's best for the employees, right? Let's protect them. As us, as customers, we should consider that. If we need a help, should we boycott? There's no boycott yet, but if Amazon needs to be boycotted in order for the members to become Teamsters all around, well, maybe that might have to happen. But right now, these guys are trying to fight to organize and get a seat at the table because they deserve representation, fair representation. And you know what? To all you brothers from Amazon, keep fighting. Keep fighting. All the other Teamsters, we got to join in. We got to help them. Walk the line with them. Walk this picket line. Walk an action line. Go to rallies. Show them support. Show them that they're not alone in this fight. This fight is a very long fight, but we will all be there to help you if you need it. A lot of us are privileged that we got hired by companies that were already union when we got there. Okay. Not everybody has that right. Not everybody has that privilege. We got to show these guys that we can help them. And everybody unite because the more of us there is, the better. Okay. The more of us there is, the better. From every part, from even New York. I heard Brooklyn as well. I think it was Brooklyn went union recently. Kentucky, the truck drivers recently went union. So that's a good thing. All these brothers are waking up and they want to be union. So that's great. You know, that's great. I mean, why not? Why not go union? You know? So big kudos to all the Amazons. Moving on to topic number 3. Topic number 3, NLRB news. So a judge in DC court last week ruled that any president could remove anybody from the NLRB board. Okay. Well, that's any president, right? Well, the president that we have right now actually removed some members of the NLRB. I'm not sure which ones or who or where they came from, who put them there. But I will promise I will get that information together by next week. Hopefully, I can have all that ready. Um, it's not right. These people are looking out for the working class. When you have a grievance that doesn't get settled, it goes to arbitration and it goes up to them. They get an arbitrator to listen in on your case. And you know, with the president removing an arbitrators, and it's really helping the business, not really helping the unions or helping us. If you want to be the president of the unions, you got to remember that the unions are voters. What you do affects your party's chances of getting reelected. So remember that, Mr. President. Um, yeah, the NLRB is a very large thing for us unions. It could affect a lot of guys. Okay, so we'll see what comes from it. Um, Obviously, we don't want to see that happen, but it happens from time to time. Let's talk about some strikes. Okay. Also on strike right now up in Richmond, California, you have the members from 856. They are at the school district, West Contra Coast School District, I believe it's called. It's in Richmond, California. There's about 1,400 members on strike. They're waiting to get a deal done. It's the holidays. They don't want to be on strike, but if they must, they will. They want to get what's fair. What's what you know that part of California is expensive. Up there, Richmond, up there, up Oakland, north area, San Francisco, all that very expensive. With Silicon Valley being so nearby. So we really hope that all those members fight and get what they deserve, get the best contract they could get, and we're rooting for you. Also, another strike going on is in Central California in Tipton. The Teamsters over there are on strike at a company called Ventura. Um, Ventura, I believe it was produce fresh, but they're on strike over there. They've been on strike for a little bit. It's not a very large town, Tipton, but we support you, brothers. If we could get some of you guys on here to interview you and ask you questions about the strike and how's it going and what's the timeline on that, that'd be great. We definitely are rooting for you. Hope that you get a good deal. Talking about a couple of other things going on right now in the union. So in New York, they had a Letitia James. Letitia James filed charges against UPS for theft of wages. Okay, wages that were not paid to seasonal workers, I believe. I'm gonna have the full story on that and put it together, and I'll have it up here next week. It's really sad to see that big companies like this just not pay their employees. And obviously, we wish that they do. We wish that they would pay their people and take care of their people. But some have bad business habits. They just do bad things like that. Well, for now, here, I'll close it with this on Solid Talk. Make sure that you check out our Spotify. On Spotify, I talk about a couple of things that are different from here, but majority the same. Spotify is up. It's up. It's up. Make sure you go to our Instagram. Check out the Instagram. It's up, and it tells you the address. Go to our Facebook. For those that have Facebook, Solidarity 952. Add us as a friend. Follow us on there, on Instagram. We're gonna start having some stuff coming up. We're gonna have some giveaways. We're gonna have some interviews. I had the privilege of having a couple of interviews yesterday, and they're gonna be featured on all my shows coming out. A lot of interviews. So if you like to be if you're on strike, if you got an action going on, reach out. We'd like to talk. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's bring awareness to your issue, what's going on in your workplace, and let's get you help. Let's support you. And I wish you guys all the best. Merry Christmas. We'll talk again next week. Hopefully, I can get it in before Christmas. Yeah, it's Solid Talk. Thank you so much for joining me and checking me out here on YouTube. And make sure you catch me on here every week, once a week. Okay, Solid Talk. Wish you the best for all of you. Make sure that you are good to your coworkers. Make sure that you try to be understanding. It's the holidays. People are crazy on the holidays. To all the baristas, to all the members on strike, we're supporting you. To all the members from IBW, electricians, all you guys out there working hard on the lines. Hey, thank you so much for keeping the power on everywhere. To all those guys in contract, the construction guys, the contractors, all those carpenter guys. Hey man, keep up the good work. All the guys in Vegas, keep up the good work. You guys build beautiful stuff out there. And I know sometimes working outside, it can be tough, right? You get cold hands all day. But all you truck drivers too, all you Teamsters, drive safe, fellas. There's no rush. There's no rush, okay? Just be safe out there. Be nice to the clerks at the stores, all the UFCWs. They're working hard to keep the store stocked and have everything on the shelf when you need it. Just be respectful to everybody. It's the holidays. It can be tough, okay? So thank you so much. Solid Talk. See you next week.